Hi darlings, and welcome to a new fashion video here on my channel. As you might have spotted by the title, today is going to be the first autumnal fashion video here on my channel for 2019, and you might be thinking, Josie, you're bonkers, it is still the middle of summer. But I don't know about you, but I'm already seeing the retailers starting to inject some really lovely autumn pieces or fall pieces into their collections. I'm seeing it on the high street and online, so I thought it'd be really interesting and useful to share with you my top 10 trends for autumn-winter 2019 in today's video, just to give you a little bit of inspiration for pieces that you might want to be styling over the next few weeks and months. And also, by having these 10 trends in the back of your mind, it might just help you with styling your summer outfits as the temperature does start to cool down for autumn. So if you are new to my channel, then hello and welcome. I'm Josie. I create a ton of different kinds of fashion videos here on my channel, ranging from tips videos like how to wear white or how to shop for quality, as well as trend videos. I also do a lot of hauls. I do lots of lifestyle vlogs and things like that. So if you'd like to see more from me, then please don't forget to subscribe. And with this video, as with all of my videos, everything that I mention in the video, as well as what I'm wearing, from my headband to my necklace to my blouse, will all be linked down in the description box down below. And if you'd like to see daily outfit inspiration from me, then don't forget to check out my Instagram. I'm JosieLDN, and I post daily posts and stories just to give you a little bit of outfit inspo. Make sure to watch to the end of this video if you would like to find out which one trend I am going to be absolutely avoiding this autumn-winter season, and that I definitely recommend you guys all avoid as well. In my opinion, it is the worst trend of autumn-winter 2019. And also I'll be sharing with you a bonus colour trend, which is one that I never would have considered, but actually I'm already loving. So stick around for the end of the video for those. But let's get started with the first trend of autumn-winter 2019, which you can already start wearing now. In fact, I kind of already am, and it is dark florals. It makes me so happy when florals are on trend. Obviously spring is the season for florals, so the fact that florals are going to be so on trend this autumn winter makes me very happy indeed. And I feel like I do already have a few dark floral pieces in my wardrobe. It was brands such as Prada, Paco Rabanne and Marc Jacobs that really championed this if we cast our minds back to the catwalks so many months ago, it feels like. And I think this is a trend that the high street and those premium stores will be really quick to adopt. In fact, I'm already seeing dark florals on the high street right now. This little midi dress is actually from Topshop, so a really affordable way of styling this trend. Personally, I think this particular dress in these gorgeous, really dark, rich autumnal colours has a real designer look to it, depending on how you accessorize it. I would probably mix it in with a metallic Chloe Nile bracelet bag, or if you've got any top handle bags, then they are really going to be on trend this autumn winter season as well. And perhaps you could mix in another trend which has kind of overlapped since last autumn winter, which is the cowboy boot trend. I'm really glad I invested in it last year because it's coming back again this year. The boots that I'm styling in the clip you're seeing on the screen now are actually also from Topshop this year, but I think this is a really fantastic way of making the dark floral trend work for your personal style. As the temperatures start to drop, I also think that dark florals, especially when it comes to long sleeve dresses, and I'm sure Zara and H&M, Topshop, all of those brands will be bringing out long sleeve dark floral dresses before we know it. Personally, I love to style them with layers such as thermals, tights, over knee boots, and perhaps a faux fur gilet. That is a go-to look for me during the colder months. Thinking back to the catwalks in London, New York, Paris and Milan, it feels like there were so many time periods represented from the 70s, 80s and 90s, but the next trend, which I think is going to be huge this upcoming season, is the Victorian details. Now we're talking about these really big over-the-top necklines, which I think personally are a little bit more wearable on the high street, such as Peter Pan necklines, but then also in design details such as big puffy sleeves. We're seeing boning in corsets, we're seeing more bustier kind of tops, and I actually think this is a really lovely feminine design detail. And while the designer brands might have gone a little bit OTT and it might have been a little bit unwearable, let's say, I actually think the high street will be toning down this Victorian trend in a way that's actually really feminine and beautiful. So I'm excited to see what comes out over the next few weeks and months and how we can implement that trend into our wardrobes. If you'd like to be seeing how I'm going to be interpreting this trend, then stay tuned. I'm sure I will have styling videos coming your way very soon. But I'm already seeing some tops with beautiful design details such as puff sleeves, boning and corsetry already hitting the high street. The next trend was definitely inspired by another era, and it is a footwear type that we saw so many times on the catwalks it was hard to ignore, and it is the trend of platform shoes. The last time I wore platform shoes was to Charlie's dad's 80s themed birthday party. So much fun, but instead of pairing platforms with flares and jazzy colours this season, try pairing your platform shoes with raw hemmed jeans, perhaps white jeans. I think that would be a lovely look. Topshop have already got a style of platform shoes. They look really clunky, so what I would say styling wise is to just really think about your silhouette, maybe balance it out with a slightly more slim fitting trouser, and then you can go voluminous on the shoulders as well. But I think if you are going to go chunky with your footwear, try to avoid too much volume in your trousers. One of the great things about platforms is that they are so easy to walk in and a really easy way of adding lots of height to your outfit. Because of the actual platform in the sole, it makes it feel like you're walking in a heel that's actually maybe an inch or so shorter than it actually is, so much easier to walk in. And because often a platform heel is chunkier, just feels a lot more sturdy. You're not going to be wobbling around too much. One of my tips when it comes to saving versus splurging that I always mention on this channel is that if it's a trend that you're not too sure if it's got a lot of lasting power, or if it's a trend that maybe isn't so true to your personal style, like for me platforms, then always go to the high street rather than investing in those expensive premium or even designer brands, because that way if you find that something doesn't actually work that well for your wardrobe and you're not reaching for it that often, then you've not put too much money into that trend. I find that if you choose the right products from the high street, then the quality is really fantastic. They're going to be comfortable, they're going to last you year after year, and yet you're not breaking the bank to take part in that trend. Trend number 4 is lots of leather. Now I want you to think beyond the stereotypical biker jacket. Designers such as Alexander McQueen really championed leather on the catwalks for autumn-winter 2019, and often it was head-to-toe leather. We saw lots of leather shirts, we saw leather trousers, which hopefully, if you invested wisely in previous seasons, you might already have a lovely pair of leather trousers in your wardrobe. Also faux leather, and I think this is where the high street again is going to really come into its own. I'm already seeing brands such as River Island coming out with leather dresses. We'll probably be seeing vegan leather or faux leather trousers. Personally, I always like to go for a pair with a little bit of elasticity in the back section. They're just so much more comfortable and flattering. And then on the flip side, I'm seeing designers such as The Row on Net-a-Porter bringing out the most stunning cognac leather trench coats, and they're totally beyond my budget but absolutely beautiful. And I think this is a trend that actually is worth investing in if you find something that really suits you, that fits you absolutely beautifully and works with your personal style. Trend number 5 I think is most definitely inspired by the Victorian trend, but in particular it is statement sleeves. I think this is a trend that just keeps on coming back, but this season more than ever we saw it infiltrating the catwalks, and I'm already seeing it on the high street as well. The biggest kind of statement sleeve I think we're going to be seeing this season is the puff sleeve. Topshop have actually already done it with this gorgeous one shoulder top in this lovely kind of lace design. It's got like a floral pattern to it, so great to start wearing this trend now. You don't have to wait for autumn winter to wear this trend. I think lace is a material that looks fantastic, whether it's from a high street store or from a designer store. You could tell me this top was Chloe and I wouldn't think twice about it. I'm seeing quite a lot of beautiful shirred tops as well with big statement sleeves, and I have a feeling we might see statement sleeves really infiltrating outerwear and possibly even knitwear this year as well. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 autumn winters ago that we started to see balloon sleeves on knitwear, so if you've got anything like that in your wardrobe, then it is already time to bring it out again. Trend number 6 is also something that I'm sure you guys have already got in your collection, and it is the leopard coat. We saw so many brands really utilising that classic timeless animal print on the catwalks, so if you've already invested in a leopard coat, then it's fantastic news because it is so on trend this autumn winter. If you haven't invested in a leopard coat yet, then keep an eye on my Instagram stories. I'll be sharing the best from the high street and those premium stores as I see them. But because because this trend does come back year after year, I would say that it is worth investing in. Save up, don't buy 5 different crazy high street coats, just invest in that one perfect leopard coat this season and it will be absolutely on trend for year after year after year. One more trend which I am so excited by is Ladylike Lace. If you're familiar with my channel, you know I love really beautiful feminine design details, and lace is a fabric that I absolutely adore and that personally works really well with my personal style, so I'm very happy to hear that it's coming back in trend this autumn winter season. We saw brands such as Prada, Marc Jacobs, and again Alexander McQueen really playing around with lace on the catwalks. So we often saw head to toe lace, there'd be a beautiful lace blouse with a lace skirt, and once again I think this is something that we can really mix and match with things that we already have in our wardrobes, with perhaps something new from the high street as well. All the rules went out the window when it came to styling lace on the catwalks. It didn't necessarily need to be the same colour or even the same style or size of lace, so you can really get creative with different lace pieces in your wardrobe this season. Again, lace is a trend that you can already start to wear now while the temperatures are still a little bit warmer. I think it's a really great transitional trend, and then when the temperatures start to cool down, we saw designers toughening up the lace with chunky boots. You could probably pair lace with your platforms as well. So I think that is going to be a trend that we can definitely see transitioning our wardrobes from summer into autumn. The first colour trend that I'm going to share with you for autumn winter 2019 is jewel tones, and this is one that I'm a little bit 50-50 on. I did absolutely love how Max Mara had the gorgeous jewel toned coats. We saw teal, we saw fuchsia, we saw really bright vivid colours when it comes to outerwear. Personally, I'm more of a fan of a neutral wardrobe, in case you couldn't tell, but I think if you are looking to make a colour statement this year, then you can't go wrong with jewel tones. I think it won't be long until we're seeing really beautiful brightly coloured outerwear on the high street, and I mentioned in previous outerwear videos last year how it's really nice to make a statement with your outerwear. Everybody is wearing tan or black coloured coats, so if you want to be a little bit more bold, then a jewel toned coat could be a really nice investment piece for your wardrobe this autumn winter. A bit of a side note, while we are talking about outerwear, this is a kind of bonus trend, but I've seen quite a lot of what I'm going to call bedding style coats, and there is already one on the Topshop website. These look like they are going to be so snuggly and warm and cozy and comfy to wear, but honestly I just don't know how it would work for my personal style. But if you are a little bit kind of Hailey Baldwin or Hailey Bieber kind of level of cool, then maybe you can make this work. These are coats which look like they are full of padding, they're right up to the neck, zip down to below the knees, and they look like they're filled with down, or literally they kind of look like a duvet. But that is an outerwear trend that personally I will be witnessing from afar, but it's interesting to see that that is potentially going to be a big outerwear trend that we're going to be seeing this season. I predict that February New York Fashion Week is going to be full of them while the temperatures are absolutely freezing. Trend number 9 is what I'm going to call grungy romance. Think punk rock, but with a lovely feminine edge to it. So we were seeing things like lace, frills and florals, but all in black, and often paired with combat boots, chains and chokers, not the kind of accessories you would normally pair with a romantic outfit. It was Prada and Alexander McQueen that really showcased this on the runways this last season, but again we're already seeing it filtering down into the high street. Personally, and this may be a bit of a shock to you if you're new to my channel, I really don't wear that much black. In fact, I probably have a maximum of 3 black things in my entire wardrobe, but if you are a lover of black, and I know that so many people feel they're most chic and they're most polished in black, then it's a really nice way of making a black outfit a little bit more feminine with these really lovely feminine design details we're going to be seeing as part of the grungy romance trend for autumn winter 2019. And the final trend that we are going to be seeing this upcoming season is layering knitwear. Knitwear is unavoidable during autumn winter 2019, but what is unusual about what I saw on the catwalks for this coming season is the use of layering knitwear. And we were seeing things like knitted bras with knitted cardigans over the top, or a jumper on a jumper, or if you're American, a sweater on a sweater. A little bit strange, but I think we're just going to be seeing an overload of knitwear this upcoming season. Something else that I saw, and in particular it was championed by Christopher Kane, is the look of wearing a jumper but then with another jumper wrapped around your neck. Sounds a little bit strange. I'll pop a picture on the screen here. And I remember I actually got a jumper from Mango last year that had almost like a built-in scarf, and it was so cozy. Hopefully they'll bring something out similar this year as well. But great news if you live somewhere that's really chilly, because layering knitwear is the best thing you can do to keep yourself insulated and warm, and a trend that is cozy and comfortable to wear always gets a massive thumbs up from me. So as promised, there is a bonus colour trend that we're going to be seeing everyone wearing very soon, and it is Pistachio. It's not a colour that I have in my wardrobe. It is my favourite ice cream flavour, but we saw designers such as Jill Sander really playing around with gorgeous different textures of this pistachio colour, and it was head to toe pistachio. There are a few different designers that had pistachio knitwear, pistachio silk skirts, and I've already spotted a beautiful pair of pistachio boots in Zara. So it's a colour that I think previously has been restricted more to homeware and ice cream, but now we're going to be wearing it as well. So you heard it here first, pistachio is going to be that underdog colour which we keep on seeing throughout autumn-winter 2019. And finally, what about that trend which I will be avoiding at all costs, and that I recommend you guys avoid at all costs as well? It is the very strange and very unusual trend of crayon legs. I mean, really? We saw brands like, I think it was Anna Sui, Kate Spade and Richard Quinn all doing really bright Crayola crayon coloured tights and trousers in the autumn-winter 2019 catwalks. Personally, I think it looks a little bit childish. I'm sure it's a really affordable trend to replicate. I think Mango have already got a Crayola purple coloured pair of tights. I don't know, I just think it's a little bit bonkers, and personally not something that I think is ever a good look, and it's a trend that I most certainly will not be adopting for autumn-winter 2019. So I really hope you enjoyed my top 10 trends for autumn-winter 2019 and how to wear it now video. I'd love to know if you'd like to see more on styling these particular trends. If there's a trend that you want to find out more about and how to wear it, then let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see a video of other trends I will be avoiding at all costs throughout autumn-winter 2019, then again, let me know in the comment section down below. But darlings, if you found this video interesting and useful, then please give this video a thumbs up. It takes just 2 seconds and it really helps me to understand what kind of videos you guys like. And if you are new, then please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell if you don't want to miss any upcoming videos. Trust me, you will not want to miss out on some of the videos I've already got planned for you, such as 10 key items to transition your wardrobe from summer to autumn. I'm going to be doing videos on autumn basics and autumn investment pieces, as well as come shopping with me vlogs as I start to look at buying new things for my autumn-winter wardrobe. So don't forget to subscribe and turn the notification bell on if you don't want to miss any of that. And darlings, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.